What's up, guys? In today's fast world, many people are not able to find time to go to a gym. People think that only going to gym can improve health, but there are multiple ways of improving your health and your fitness level by staying at home and just getting a little bit of space. So today I'm going to teach you few exercises that you can do at the comfort of your bedroom and still improve your overall fitness, and if you eat right along with this, can burn fat and strengthen your muscles. So the first and foremost exercise that we all should look upon is going for a simple walk. If you look at plants, okay, you keep them inside your house where there is no wind, they don't grow, they don't flourish. But if you keep the same plant outside where there is wind, where the plant is moving for the wind, the plant grows fast, the leaves are brightly colored and they are healthy. The same way, a human body is able to function better, improve health if you move. So the first and foremost thing is movement. For this, it's said that a person who walks at least 7,000 steps a day is keeping his heart healthy, and a person walking 10,000 steps a day is able to tap on to a little bit of fat which is stored in his body. So it need not be a one stretch thing where you walk for a couple of hours. Rather, you can get a small pedometer or let's say a smartwatch and monitor how many steps you take from the time you wake up till you go to bed. And if you see that it's 7,000, the next week keep a target of 7,200, then the next week 7,400, and in the next few weeks you are in the fat burning zone and improving health. The second exercise that I would say is climb up some stairs. Walking is the easiest exercise where even if you are 60 or 70, you can do it without complaint, because that's the basic function that your body is supposed to do. That's the reason why when you go to a doctor, you have a health condition, the first exercise that a doctor recommends is go for a walk. So once you're comfortable with the walk, the second exercise that I would recommend, and if you're young and looking for a little bit of faster results, start climbing stairs. What happens? Scientific studies say that if there is 5% inclination in your walk, you burn 10% more fat. And if you're climbing stairs, in short amount of period, you're burning huge amount of energy. Have you seen these people who live in hilly areas? They have big muscles on their leg and the fat deposit is considerably lesser compared to a person who eats same amount of food. So this could be a big plus. So when do I climb stairs? Simply wherever you go, avoid the lift and take up stairs. That is one. The second thing that I recommend people is, if you're going to eat a large meal, for example, most of the people eat a large lunch, just before stepping into your lunch table, go and climb few flights of stairs and you're ready to eat your lunch. So this way what happens is, you are correlating a little bit of activity before a heavy meal. That builds a discipline of working before eating, spending a little bit before putting things back in. That could be a very important lesson that you can teach your body in terms of discipline. That's gonna make you and keep you healthy for a very, very, very long time. Now I'm going to explain. The first two are the basics which anyone and everyone can do, where walking being the easiest, stair climbing being the second toughest. Now I'm going to teach you 3 body weight exercises that you can do just next to your bed. All you need is 3 feet wide and 6 to 7 feet long space based on how tall you are. The first exercise is simple squats. The easiest way to learn squats is, if you're having your bed or let's say you have a chair, stand half feet to like 3/4 of a feet ahead of your chair, simply sit down on the chair and wake up. So this helps you feel safe that you won't fall, because the first fear someone has in terms of squatting is, will I fall down while trying to squat? But if you have a chair behind you, that fear goes away. And the second thing is, when you are squatting, you have to push your hip behind and squat rather than flexing your knees. Squat is enabled by pushing your hip behind and not by bending your knees, because bending your knee is the secondary thing that happens after pushing your hip backwards in a squat. So it's a hip centric movement. So sitting on a chair and getting up teaches you the good form, and then try to do 2 to 3 sets of squats on the chair until you get a practice. And once you get good practice of squatting, remove the chair and reach to the parallel. When I say parallel, when you squat down, make sure your upper thigh is parallel to the ground. That's the right amount of depth. 2 to 3 sets of it is gonna make sure your hips and your entire lower body is fully utilized and all the muscles get an action. The second exercise would be push-ups, where you just lie down on the floor with your stomach facing the floor. And then the first step is, make sure you stand on your knees and your 2 palms, making it a triple point, your knees together and 2 palms, and try to lower your body as much as you are comfortable and try to press it up. While you go down, breathe in, and while you come up, the tougher part of the movement, breathe out. That makes the movement easy. Once you are comfortable with the knee stand push-ups, start standing with your 2 palm and your feet and start lowering your body and bringing it up. That's gonna work your entire upper body, where your agonist is going to be. When I say agonist, the main muscles that perform the push-up are going to be your chest, shoulder and your triceps. And in order to enable this, all the muscles of your neck, your core and your back has to perform as an antagonist, which means the opposing movement that enables the push. So your entire upper body is also functioning here. Your core is also basically utilized. And this you can do 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps after your squats. And third and final exercise in your bedroom is going to be your planks, where you stand with your elbows facing the floor and your feet on the floor, where you are on a 3-point landing, where both feet together and 2 elbows, where you try to maintain your spine straight. The most important thing is, from your shoulder to your feet, you have to maintain a straight line. When you maintain a straight line, it enables your core activation. Is your core a six-pack? Your core is part of, like your six-pack is part of your core, where your six-pack is just on the front side, the muscles on the side of your abdomen, on your lower back and your glutes together is called as the core, which stabilizes your body when you're sitting, when you're standing, when you're lying down. So that's why we call it a core. So when you're doing a plank, all the core muscles are given right amount of activity. So with these 3 exercises, we are working the entire body. And on top of it, if we try to get that 7,000 plus steps, we are doing justice for our internal organs also. And if you're trying for fat loss, try to go for 10,000 steps and add this stair climbing before your large meals. And I'm sure you're going to lose a lot of unwanted flab from your body and you're going to start looking fit.